Hey guys, hi, this is Rahul Incher and I welcome you back to the yet another video, which is again a very important as I promised in the previous class, which we have discussed about data analytics interview questions. In that class, I promised that I will be coming up with SQL interview questions. And in the previous class itself, in the fourth question or fifth question, we have seen that SQL is probably not the most, but one of the most important aspect in as far as SQL is concerned. So that's why this video becomes very important. I would have given this slides and these questions in the previous class itself, but I wanted to dedicate the entire class for this topic. All right. So without wasting much of a time, guys, let's start with what do you mean by say SQL? All right. So what do you mean by SQL, guys? Nothing. Like SQL is a structured query language. The full form is structured query language. All right. So it is a programming language for storing and processing information in a database. Now, what do you mean by database? We'll study in the next slide. All right. So it's a programming language for storing and processing information in a database. All right. So database is something in which we store our data. All right, in a tabular column. Fine. So a relational database stores information in a tabular form, rows and columns representing different data attributes. All right, so the name of the columns and all those different attributes and the various relationship between the data values. Again, for example, say consider, let's take an example of say Flipkart. All right, so Flipkart stores a lot of data. All right, so every moment which happens, like every whatever happens by a single user, even if he logs in into Flipkart account, each and everything has a record in the Flipkart's database. So for that database is used to personalize things, to recommendation, right? So these are the things. And again, guys, why database is important is because, again, guys, there is like in the previous class itself, I've discussed about the things, right? That data are generated in terabytes format in every second, and that is not possible to store in an Excel file or in the system. So for that, database comes into play. Database stores itself, and any data analytics guy, like whoever is there, he just can access the database and get the relevant information from there. All right. So I hope that you know what do you mean by SQL. SQL is nothing but a programming language for storing and processing information from a database. All right. Structured query language. Again, guys, I can promise you that if you go through the entire video and if you study the whatever questions I am going to give you in this video, that is more than sufficient for you to crack any interview in for a fresher, guys. Okay, for a freshers, not for an experienced one. Again, no experienced one will watch this video because he's already have a lot of experience too. Yeah. Now, what is database, guys? What do you mean by database? Database is an organized collection. Database is an organized collection of say organized collection of data stored and retrieved digitally from a remote or a local system, computer system. Now again, I just the way I told you just now. All right, so it's a what do you mean, like, so see, this is database. All right, this is, say for example, this is a database. Fine. The let me change my, yeah, so this is database. All right, this is database. In this, all the information is stored. All the information is stored. Fine. So from here, the systems are connected. Say for example, local computer is connected, or via web, the like remotely you can connect whatever you want to connect. All right. So database can be vast and complex. Of course, why it is complex? Because a hell lot of data are being stored. All right, so more than, like, say, what you can generally say that 30 to 40% are the useless data which is stored. But again, then again, it's our job, it's data analytics guys job, that to make the things more presentable way, right? Using the visualization tool like Power BI and Tableau, which we have discussed in the earlier video. Such database are developed using fixed design and modeling approaches. All right, so these are the things. This is the database. By now, I guess, I hope that you guys know about database, guys. Database, see, in a layman's language, how can I explain you this is? Say for example, this is your house. Pardon my drawing, guys. This is your house and you keep all the good stuff in this, and this is your garage. All right, or storeroom. Okay, S, and this is home. Okay, this is your storeroom. All right, so you keep every unnecessary things or all the things in this You just dump everything in this, and whatever, say for example, you need some things on some days, so you just pick it up from here and then keep it up there. All right, in a very clean manner, in a very presentable manner. So this is your programming languages, or rather this is your presentable way, and this is your database. And how you are getting things is like the person who is getting things from store to your house is called as data analytics guy. Yeah. Now, what do you mean by constraint in SQL, guys? Constraint in SQL is again very important. Constraint are used to specify the rules concerning table data in the table. The constraints are not null, check, unique, primary key, and foreign key. All right. So now I'll tell you what do you mean by this. Okay. Now, not null matlab kya? What do you mean by not null? Not null is nothing but the name suggests it restricts the null values from being inserted into a column. All right. So not null means it's not null, as simple as that. There is some value. All right, there is some value. It restricts not null from being inserted into a column. Now check. Now what do you mean by check? It verifies. Again, check means you verify certain things, right? As the name suggests, it verifies values in a field satisfy a condition. Fine. I hope you know. Unique. It ensures unique value to be inserted into a field. For example, you have created a field, which we are going to create a field by in couple of minutes from now. In that, if you want the unique values to be inserted, you don't want the repeated value to be inserted, you will have this command called or constraint called as unique. Now, what do you mean by primary key? It's a combination of not null and unique. It's a combination of not null and unique. It identifies each row in a table. It must contain unique value and has an implicit not null constraint. A table in SQL is strictly restricted to have one and only one primary key. Fine. Primary key is nothing but the combination of not null and unique. It should, for example, if you have created a table, it should not be a null value, and it should be unique value. All right. For example, in the ID which we give. All right. So that is the thing. Now, what do you mean by foreign key, guys? Again, these two are very important as far as interviews are concerned. You can directly be asked this question, that what is primary key and what is foreign key. Foreign key is nothing but it ensures a referential integrity for the record in another table. All right. So foreign key we'll study again, like we'll compare a primary key and foreign key in the coming slides. But by now, you just keep that in mind, that primary key is used in this table and foreign key is concerned about the another table. All right. So we'll study this in details. All right. Just wait for some time. Fine. Now, what is the select statement in SQL? What do you mean by select statement in SQL? Select statement is very important, guys. Again, select statement is again very important. By now, I hope that I'm just considering that, guys, you know about the SQL programming language a little bit at least. So if you know about SQL programming language, then you know about the select operator as well. Now, select operator in SQL is used to retrieve data from the database. The data returned is stored in the result table called the result set. For example, select star from table name. Fine. Select star. So again, like I'll be opening the query tab as well in the MySQL tab, and that in that type, I will explain you this in more details. You don't have to worry about that. Fine. Now, again, guys, very important. Say like, let me make this as very important part. All right, this is very important. Now, what do you mean by this is, now what is the difference between delete, drop, and truncate? Guys, I know my friends who have been asked this question. Like in every interview, if there's one question which you have to do, is one of the major questions which you have to do is delete, drop, and truncate. Very simple, since it's a little confusing, but very simple. Now, what do you mean by delete? It deletes the rows based on a given condition. For example, there is a table. All right, there is a table. I want to delete all the values whose ID is more than 5, or I want to delete all the rows whose values is whose salary is more than 50,000. I just want to know whose salary is less than 50,000. So I will delete all the values which is more than 50,000. At that time, delete comes into play. All right. So operation performed. The delete operation is performed on the table for any condition, that is called as delete. Now, what do you mean by drop? In drop, the entire table and rows are dropped along with the table schema. Which means drop means entire table is gone. So I've created one table. I don't want that table anymore. I'll just drop that table. Say let's say the name of the table is say Rahul. All right, so I've created a table called Rahul, and now I want to drop that table called Rahul. So I will just write drop table Rahul. That's it. The table is gone. The entire table is gone. Deleted, not deleted. So in this, guys, maybe in literature, maybe in English, delete, drop, truncate all mean the same, but in SQL, all means different. Drop means the entire table is gone from the table schema. All right. Now, what do you mean by truncate? Truncate, it deletes the all rows from the table, but not the table schema, which means it deletes the all values of a table. For example, if you have a table, so there are some data which is filled into this. Okay, there are some data which are filled into this: 1 2 3 4 5 6, name blah blah blah, age blah blah blah, and salary blah blah blah. So what do you mean by table schema is, I'll just try to draw something onto this, say black. Now this is my table schema, guys. This is my table schema. So the structure of the tables remains same, and entire thing what is between this is gone. So entire the values which is there is gone. So again, very important, guys, please make this a note that it is very important for you to understand these things. Now, guys, what do you mean by, next question is, what do you mean by pattern matching in SQL? Pattern matching in SQL is something, SQL pattern matching provides a pattern for a search in data if you have no clue as to what the word should it be. For example, again, guys, for example, if you try to understand this by an example, that you will get to know. For example, you have a column, all right, or rather you have a column. Fine, you want to replicate this column. You want to replicate this column, but you don't know the data type of it. You don't know the data type of it, and you want to replicate this column. So at that time, pattern matching comes into play. What is the data type of this? Will copy the same thing. The like operator is used in conjunction with SQL wildcard to fetch the required information. Fine. So this is like the nutshell, if you can understand by this. All right, that pattern matching is nothing but it tries to search in data if you don't know anything about the what it should be. Fine, so that is called as pattern matching in SQL. Now again, next question, what is the difference between commit and rollback? Again, guys, one, like, I would say, important question. Now, commit, what do you mean by commit and rollback? Guys, expect this question also. Commit marks the end of a successful transaction. Commit marks the end of a successful transaction. After commit, the changes made in the query will be permanently visible, for which means once you commit any changes, it is for permanent. Okay, so understand this line, permanent. Okay, permanently. So once you commit something, there is like no going back. It is the changes is permanent. Rollback means it is used to erase all the modification made from the start if a transaction or to be a save point. All right, so don't confuse yourself. It's like undo. What we undo, right? Control Z. What we undo. So for example, we have done something and then we can roll back ourselves. So one thing to be noted here is rollback only works if the changes is made temporarily. If you committed the changes, you cannot roll back again. Here, if you understand rollback, guys, you understand the commit as well. Okay, no, now if you commit anything, then that's done, there's no coming back. But in rollback, if you have something done temporarily, you can come back. That's as good as rollback or as good as undo. Fine, so understand this difference. Only one word difference is commit is permanently, rollback is temporary. Fine, so I hope that you guys know by this by now. Fine, yeah. So next question is, what do you mean, what are some common clause used with the select query? What are some common clause which is used with the select query? Fine, so guys, let's do one thing. Let's go to the SQL query, MySQL, and then start doing something. Beg your pardon, my spellings are wrong. Yeah, so let's use YT1. Use YT1. So let's create table called test. Okay, now test, I've already copied this, guys. I don't want to waste much of a time, so I've already created, like, I've written it. So let me explain this. Okay, yeah, let me increase the size. Yeah, this is fine. So ID, I want the first column to be ID. I want it to be int. Okay, int means the values, the numerical values. Unsigned means it should not have any positive or negative sign. It should be not null. I want some values to be there, and it has to be auto incremented, which means like every column or every row should have one increasing value. All right, so since it's ID, I don't have to give the SQL itself will do that. Primary key, which I just have explained you. All right, primary key is the combination of not null and unique. First name, it has to be variable character, that is varchar, and it also has to be not null. Last name varchar with 20 length and not null. Age, it has to be int, not null, and salary has to be float. Fine. So I'll just create this table. Fine, it has created the table. Now I'll try to show tables. All right, I'll try to see the tables, how many tables are there. So I'll just run. So there is sample one, test sample one, which I've created. I'll try to drop. Fine, I'll just try to drop that table. Show table. Tables. Yeah, now there is only one table called test. Fine. Now I want to insert some values onto it, right? So I want to insert some values. How am I going to insert some values onto it? Is insert into, what is the name of the table? Test. And what is the first one? ID. I'm not going to insert anything. So I want, it has to be first name. I want to insert first name, last name, age, and salary. Yeah, the values are inserted onto that table. Fine. Now what am I going to try to do that? Fine. So first of all, we were like, why did I derive this table? Is for to see select statement, right? Select star from table. What is the name of the table? Is test, right? Test. So see, now these are the tables. Fine. So this is the and if I want to only see the first name, so I will run this. So these are my first name. Fine. So this is the meaning of select. Let's go to the next. And yeah, now we were on this question, right? So we wanted to see where, order by, group by, having by, and all, right? So let's create one more table. Okay, let's create one more table. Create table, say test 2. So guys, yeah, I've just created one more table called test2. The first table which we have created was test, and the second table which I have created is test2, in which again it has ID, first name, last name, city, age, date of joining, and result. Now everything you know, date of joining is date, again that is you know, and result enum. Now enum function is the string object which chooses from one of the given list. So one of the given list is pass, failed, awaited. Fine. So in this, one is chosen. If it nothing is chosen, then it will by default choose awaited. Fine. So this is the only difference it was, and then I have inserted some values onto it, and then I have reloaded that. Fine. Now let's see. Select star from test2. Yeah, now this is my table. Fine. So now we were on this question, right? So what are some common clause used with the select query? Now this all I'm going to use it in the in the query tab, and then we'll explain, like we'll understand this better. Fine. So now select, we have done. Select from test2 we have done, right? Yeah. Now where, so where I want to give some condition, right? So where says, suppose age is greater than 22. I have the age column, right? In here, I want the age has to be greater than 22, where age is greater than 22. And I would want to group it by, now guys, the sequence is very important. Select ke baad mein from will come, and then after from where has to come. All right. Now after that group by, I want to group it by ID. All right. I want to group it by ID. Now say suppose having city, say Hyderabad, okay, or Ahmedabad. Let's take it Ahmedabad. Fine. Having city Ahmedabad, order by, I want to order it by date of joining. Yeah, order by date of joining, and I would want to limit this only 5. Let's see if where age. There's some issue in here. Okay, this is the wrong. Okay. Yeah. So this is the thing. Fine. So what I have done. So where it is used to filter record based on a specific condition. So I have given a specific condition which should be age greater than 22. Fine. Now order by it is used to sort the record based in some fields in ascending or descending order. Yeah, group by id, I want to group it by id and having city. Now guys, consider this thing, like make the note of this thing, that having will come only after where. Having cannot come before where. Fine, that is one thing which you have to note down completely. Having is the another condition given on the condition which is given onto the where. Fine, in a nutshell you can remember. And I want it to be order by date of joining. Fine, so group by it is used to group record with identical data, and having by it is used to filter record in combination with the group by clause. All right, so guys, these are some clause which is given. Guys, I have only opened this query tab to make you more understand fine how things works out. Only crabbing things is not going to don't cram things, guys. Like if, that's not going to do help anything. If you know the queries, that is more important for you to learn. All right, so this is the thing. Fine. So let's go for the next question. Now, what do you mean by aggregated function? Aggregated function is again very important. Aggregated function performs operation on a collection of values. Hold on, let me open my pencil. Yeah, aggregated function performs operation on a collection of values to return a single scalar value. It is used with group by and having clause of the select statement. Average, count, minimum, max, sum. Guys, one thing is very important in here is aggregated function will only be used with group by and having clauses. Fine. Average, count, minimum, max, and sum. Fine. And also in the like select statement, you can directly select the, say for example, select maximum age. For example, let's try to open the, yeah, let's try to clear my drawing. Yeah, so for example, if I want to if I want the maximum age, so what I will do, select max age from test 2. So 44. Okay, max age is 44. So I can name the like I can give the alias name for maximum age as maximum age. So let's see. See, the name of the column has changed, maximum age, or you can give it as maximum age as well, as you wish. Fine, so maximum age. Okay, now these are aggregated function, guys. Average calculates the average of the value, calculates the average of the value, and hold on my pencil. Yeah, calculate the average. And count it calculates the total number of records. It calculates the total number of records in the table of view. Minimum gives you the minimum value, and maximum gives you the maximum value, and sum gives you the summation of all the collection of the data, guys. All right, so I hope that you got to know about aggregated functions. Now, next is, what do you mean by where and having clause? Guys, again, very important. I want you to make a note of it. Where clause. Let's see what do you mean by where. Where clause is used to filter the records based on a specified condition. Like I have given condition in this, right? Like I have given condition where age has to be more than 22, right? Where age has to be more than 22, right? Having, what do you mean by having? Is clause. Having clause is used to filter. Having clause is used to filter the records from group based on specified conditions. Now there is some condition which is given onto the group clause. All right, so having clause is used to filter the records from group based on a specific condition. Again, in this I've tried to have the having clause after where, right? So that is what I'm trying to mention. After this group, the having clause comes into play. Fine. Yeah, so where clause cannot have aggregated function. You cannot have aggregated function on the where clause. Say for example, average, minimum, maximum, sum, right? These all aggregated functions you can't have in the where clause, whereas having clause can have the aggregated functions. Where clause is implemented on rows and having clause is implemented on columns. Fine, I hope that you guys got the real meaning of where and having. Now drop and truncate, as we have just known about these things. Okay, like I've just explained you about these things, right? Drop is like removes table definition and its content, and truncate deletes all rows from the table. The view of the table does not exist, the view of the table exists, which means the name of the columns or the schema exists. Integrity constraint will be removed, integrity constraints will not be removed. The integrity, the table will remain, the sole table will remain as it is, but the rows and the values will be removed. Find the lowest salary of the employee from each department. So let's try to execute this in. So a salary we have okay, I'll just this, yeah, salary was in the table, right? Yeah, salary. I want to know the salary, right? Maximum salary. So say salary, say for example, select star from test. I want it to be ordered by salary itself, salary in the descending order. Okay, descending order, and limit, I want to limit it by, okay, now one more thing guys, one more thing which I want to, like, I'll just copy. See, now if I can use this also. So what was my question? What was my question? I want to find the lowest salary of the employee from each department. I want to find this lowest salary, right? So I can, what, minimum, hold on, select minimum of say salary from test. Right, 50,000 was the lowest salary, right? That is Rahul himself. Mine was the like Rahul's salary was the lowest. Fine, but what if I want to find the second best, or what if I want to find the, let's see it afterwards in the coming slides. I have that questions as well. Okay, this is the lowest salary and the highest salary. If you want to have the maximum salary, just put that as a maximum salary, and then you can run it. Maximum salary is 80,000. All right, so yeah. What is the use of datediff function in SQL? Again, SQL. So the datediff function returns the number of days between the two date time or timestamp values. Now understand this, guys. It has to be let's try. Select date diff. This spelling is wrong. Date diff. Yeah, date diff. Yeah, it is date diff. I want to see from now to now. The syntax would be year, and date. So 2023, it's 2023 in hyphen, the month is 01, and say I want to find the 25th. Okay, so I'll run this. Yeah, so 4 days, right? 4 days, because today is 29th, and 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. Rather, what is today is 29th, right? 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, right? So 4 days. So that is the meaning of it. Fine. So I hope that date diff function you know by now. What is the SQL query to print the details of employees who have joined in or before April 2020 and after May 2005? For example, now this is like, so we have to find the people, amount of people who are there in the given time frame or given date frame, right? So for that, what we are going to do is, guys, I've created one more table, but the values are same. So select star from say test 3, and in that so I want the where clause to be used, where date. Also, I'll just copy the date of joining, copy field name. Yeah, it has to be, let's say, greater than, say, let's take this third month 2021 first. Okay, or rather, let's not take that, we'll take 2020. Copy raw. Okay, no, copy not raw, copy field. Yeah, and the date of joining, I want it to be date of joining, I want it to be less than, so less than, so let's take it 2021. Copy field. Yeah, let's try to check if it is giving me the right output or not. Yes, so see, there are like, if I want to find the people between the time frame, for example 5th, right? So it's January, February, March, April, May. Okay, May 29th, people who are from May 2020 to January 2021. So these many people were there between these time frame. So this is what the time frame works as. All right, and guys, as you can see, it's taking a lot of efforts for me to make these videos, and you can definitely appreciate it by subscribing and sharing it with the people who are going for SQL interview, or who wants to know about the interview questions regarding SQL. Now find the employee with third highest salary. Now guys, it has two different methods. It's very important guys, like very important. I want you to make a note of it. Okay, now let's find the third highest salary. Okay, third highest salary. Okay, now using first, let's say first use limit function. Okay, by using limit function, select star from test 2. Select star from test 2. Actually my salary was in test 1 or test. Okay, order by salary, I want it to be in the descending order, and limit 2,1. I will just explain you. Hold on, just a second. Hold on. So first, let's see. Let's see my table. Okay, now this is my table: Rahul, Anirudh, Furkan, Shruti, Shubham, and these are the salary. I want to find the third highest salary, or what is the third highest salary, right? So third highest salary. So 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. So 70,000, Furkan's name should be popped up. Rather than hold on. Yeah. See, now what have I done? So understand this. You know by this. Okay. Select star from test. You know this. Order by. I have ordered it by salary in a descending order. I've ordered it by salary in a descending order. Let's try to see what it is doing. Okay. I first increased it, like from the maximum salary to the lowest salary. I have like sorted it. I've sorted it, and then I am limiting it with 2,1. Now what do you mean by 2,1, guys? Now I'll make this changes, and then I'll try to explain this as well. Now see, what it is trying to do is limit first, which means one. See, if you want to find the value, say for example, if you want to find the nth value, to find the nth salary. Okay, this is the rule. To find the nth salary, the syntax would be limit n minus 1 comma 1. So at this time, what I want third highest salary, right? So 3 minus 1 is equals to 2, right? So that's why I would want it be 2. So now if I run, like Furkan has the third highest salary, which is 70,000. All right. So now this is using limit function. Okay. There is one more function called as hold on, I'll just remove this. There's one more function called as dense rank function. Okay, dense rank. Now this is also very important, guys. I want you to please understand both the thing. So how it works is it involves subquery. Now I will make you understand everything. Now first I want the first name, last name. I want the first name, last name, salary, and dense rank. Not sense rank, it has to be dense rank. Okay, dense rank. Okay, over I want the dense rank to be in the salary. Okay, now dense rank is nothing but it ranks the values, it ranks the salary. In this case, it is ranking the salaries, okay, with the amount of salary they have in the descending or in the decreasing order. Okay, now I want it to be over salary, right? I want the rank to be on the salary, but my hold on, I'll just show it to you. Yeah, my salaries are not in the increasing or decreasing order. So what am I going to do? I will order it by order by salary. All right, order by salary in descending order, right? Descending order, DSC. As I will name it now. I will name it as what am I supposed to name it? Salary rank. Salary rank. Okay, I will name it as salary rank. Let's see what it works out as a salary rank, right? Is there any syntax error which I have done? Okay, first I'll remove this. Okay. Let's see. There has to be some syntax error which I have done, I guess. Yeah, there has to be. Yeah, okay. I've not given the field right from which one? Test two. Let's run. Okay, there's salary. Okay, that's not test two. It is from the test. Beg your pardon, guys. Yeah, so see, now this is what I'm trying to say. Now this is giving me the rank of it. This is giving me the rank of it. Okay, so suppose if there was a same salary, for example, Shubham and Furkan were having the same salary as 75,000, then their rank would have been 2 and 2. All right, then their rank would have been 2 and 2. That's the function of dense rank. Now what I want from this is, I'll just make it onto the second column. Let's see if it runs. Yeah, it runs. Yeah, so this is nothing but like I've split it into two lines because it was going to. Now what I want the third highest salary, right? So what I will do is I will just copy it. I will make it in the subquery. Select star from. Fine. Now this is the table, right? This is one table. Now this is one table which I have created. Fine. This is one table which I have created. I will name it as temporary table. Temporary. Okay. As temporary table. Now in this table, I want the salary rank whose salary is 3. Salary rank is 3. Yeah, let's try to run. Let's see if I can get Furkan Namadar. Yes, I'm getting this Furkan Namadar. Now, guys, this is like a big query, but again, very simple, guys. It's not very huge, but it's just that the new concept being introduced as called as dense rank. That's it. Fine. So I hope that you guys have understood this. I hope that you guys have understood this. Okay. Now we'll move further. Okay. Now limit function and dense rank function, you guys know about it. Now let's go to the further questions. Print all the alternative records or even or odd, right? So let's see. Select what I want to do. I want to alternate records, right? Select star from test 2 where id %2 is equals to 0. Let's see. Yeah, see, id is in the multiple of 2, and if I want the odd one, so I will do it like this. 1 2 beg your pardon, guys. It has to be like remainder has to be 1. If the remainder is 1, then it is going to give me, yeah, see, 1 3 5 7. It's the all entire odd things. Okay, these are the queries. This is small queries, guys, which is asked in the interview question. That's why I'm making this video. And drop and truncate, you know about it. Removes table definition and its content, we have already done it. So read it and then you can move ahead. Now, given a string, how will you extract the first string? Okay, then there is something called a sub str. Let's see. Select sub str from, say, Rahul Inchal. Two comma 4. So see, now in Python, guys, the index starts with 0, but in SQL, the index starts with 1 itself. Okay. Now Rahul Inchal is 1, R is 1, A is 2. So from 2, A, 4 till 4, L, right? So if I change it from 3, what am I going to? Okay, hold on. If I change it to 3, so it's giving me HUL underscore. Okay. If I change it to 6, it will give me HUL underscore IN. Fine. So this is the concept. Okay. Find the employee with the second highest salary. Again, second highest salary, what you are supposed to do? I either use this rank 2 Shubham Patil 75,000. Okay, or you can use the limit function as well. Okay, so 1 comma 1, if you can use that. Fine. So this is one. And what is the difference between primary key and foreign key? Yeah, now guys, this is the main importance of it. Now, primary key is uniquely identify a record in the table. Okay, foreign key is foreign key in a field in the table, that is primary key and another table. Understand this concept very well, guys. Field in the table, that is primary key in another table. Okay, now it is trying to talk about joins. Again, guys, joins, I'm planning to make another video, and based on interview questions onto this, because this video is getting very lengthy by it now. So I'm thinking of making another video onto it. Okay, can't accept null values. It cannot accept null values, and foreign key can accept the null values. Okay, only one primary key in the table because it's unique, right? Primary keys are unique. More than one foreign key can be in the table. Fine. So this is the difference of primary key and the foreign key. Now, what do you mean by primary key and the union? Primary key, only one primary key in the table can be more than one unique key in the table. Okay. Can't accept null values, can accept null values, create clustered index, and cannot create a clustered index. Okay. So this is the difference between primary key and union. Now, next question is list the keywords in the order of their occurrence. We have just done it, right? Group by, order by, select, where, from, limit, having. Now, these are the things, and we have to give the values of it. Okay. So, सबसे पहले what? Select. Okay. So, I'll just remove clear. First, select. Okay. Second, from is second, and then where has to be third. Okay. Where has to be third, and select star from student details. Where group by will come fourth. Group by will come fourth, and having will come fifth, and limit will come at last. So fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay. Now this is again always a question which was asked in the interview question. So yeah, select the first alphabet of the of name. First 5 alphabet of name. So okay, let's do it. So for example, if I want, so select start from test 2. Okay, now I want only 4. I want first 4 characters of first name. So what I will do, I want only first 4 characters, right? So I would not want left. It is left, right? Left. Column name is hold on, column name is first name by rest first name. I want it to be till 4, right? Okay, yeah, see. So from left, I want first name, first 4 characters. If I want it to be 5, you can do that as well. 5. All right, this is the thing. Okay. First 4 numbers, and I have to concatenate. For example, if you want to show the debit card, so if you have seen in the payment page when you go, so your debit card name number is not shown. How does it done? Like, how is it done? So for example, what I would want is, I would want to concat left with let's see if it works or not. I don't know. Yeah, see, it works. So what did I do? I've just first selected first 5 name, or in the credit card there is number, right? So you can have as a phone number. If you don't want to display the phone number to the people, you can do that. And so at this time, to save the time, I've just taken the name. So first you have taken the first 5 alphabet, and then I've concatenated the stars, 5 or 6 stars in the backend. All right, so you can do that this as well, but you can make it in the starting as well. So let's try to do that. Let's see if it works out or not. Yes, it does do. Okay, so this it's there. How to find the duplicates in a table? Again, guys, it's very important, which is like you have to know this is very important. How to find the duplicate values. So I think I don't have any duplicate values onto it. So let's insert something. So let's create one more table. Yes, guys. So I've created one more column, okay, one more table rather, that is create table test 3. Again, same table. I have duplicated some values so to give you the things, okay, give you the insight. So this is my table, okay, this is my table. Now in this I want to find the duplicate value. So how am I going to find? So select. So you need to decide how you are going to find the duplicate value. So from where you are going to find the duplicate value. So I want to find the duplicate value in the name, okay, first name and the last name. I just want to find the how many duplicate values are there. So first name comma last name, and also count. I'm going to use count function onto it, okay, count function as a duplicate, okay, dup duplicate. I can't use the name duplicate because it's already a function. So dup, okay, from test3. I want to group it by. Remember, when you are using group as a group by remember, when you are using count function, you have to group it by the same name, okay, same as what you are asking for, okay. Group by, actually group by first name last name, and we should have having count, count star greater than 1. Let's run. See, Shruti Patil, there's two like Shruti Patil is coming twice and Shubham Patil is also coming twice. Let's see. Let's run this. Okay, not this one. Yeah. So Shruti Patil is 1 and Shruti Patil is twice. ID number is 8 and so let okay 8 and 4, and Shubham Patil is coming 7 and 5. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so now you know how to find the duplicate values. Now, what do you mean by what are the features of SQL? Again, this can be the first question, but I've put it at the last. Now, what are the features of SQL is it allows you to SQL lets you access any data within the relational database. SQL is very fast in retrieving large amount of data and with very efficient manner. That's why the data are being stored in the in the database. SQL is versatile as it works with database system from Oracle, IBM, Microsoft, etc. SQL helps you to manage database without knowing a lot of coding. Of course, since these things are very complex, these are not very complex codings, guys. Like I don't know, like what is your thoughts onto this, but I don't consider these things as very complex coding, but it's your wish. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is it from my side. This is Rahul Inchal, and I request you to subscribe and watch the previous videos in which I have made the video on data analysis, and I request you to subscribe, like, and share to those people who are preparing for data analysis. And if you have any query or if you have any doubt, you can definitely go in the comment box and ask the doubt with me. I will be happy to share. And you can follow me on my LinkedIn, that is Rahul Inchan, and every link is given in the description. And I will meet you in the next video with the joints video. I would want you to be safe and take care with a good health. And yeah, see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.